Okay, good morning. We're back to our men only Shalom Bayit class. We're on chapter 10 on page 226. Yesterday we discussed the recovery plan, right? Recovery plan if he was talking about an evicted husband. But it doesn't have to be with an evicted husband. It could be with a husband who's, sleeping in another room, a husband who's just having difficulties, yeah? In general, anybody who sees that his marriage is a little bit on the upside and there's constant friction, the recovery plan is like this. Number one, stop with all the negative behavior. Completely stop. It's called cold turkey. Yeah, when a person is an alcoholic, he comes to Alcoholics Anonymous. He doesn't say, okay, once in a while I'm going to drink. No, you have to stop cold turkey. Right? If you don't know how to do that, then you got to get some help on how to cope with that, how to do that. It's it's day by day, yeah. And therefore, step number one, stop cold turkey, right? Step number two is emunah. Know that everything is coming from Hashem, and therefore there's no room to blame anybody else. Yeah, don't blame her, don't blame him, don't blame this, don't blame that. This is all because of Hashem. Second thing, he says you have to learn. Learn how to be careful by learning these books, learning Musar books. Some people I have a problem with anger. Okay, so you have to start learning, books about how to manage your anger. Maybe get help professionally. Yeah, we understand. He wants to do good. I have one guy, he told me honestly, he's like, you know what, I hear this, very good, but I have a very short temper, and the minute that we have an argument, I go off. So at least he understands that, Baruch Hashem. At least he understands that. So now he has to try to,
He accepts the fact.
He has to,
On anger, actually. It's called Anger the Inner Teacher by Rabbi Zelig Pliskin.
How is it? Anger
the Inner Teacher.
Anger the Inner Teacher by
Rabbi Zelig Pliskin.
Rabbi Zelig Bliskin. Pliskin. Zelig Pliskin, yeah? Purple book on anger. Okay? Finally, he says you have to do what's called soul searching, right? We said we have to do soul searching to find out what exactly that Hashem wants from me. Yeah, why is Hashem doing this to me? And therefore, I have to pray to try to connect to Hashem and ask Him to give me answers, to help me, achieve and realize. Now, many people think that Hashem is a give and take. Yeah, I pray now, and 5 minutes later I get answered. That's not how it works. He wants to see you pray and pray and pray like Moshe Rabbeinu. Yeah, 515 times he prayed, and then Hashem said to him, whoop, stop, or else the next one is going to be the one that's going to open the gates. So you have to be consistent with your prayers. Don't give up, because each prayer is going to be answered. When? Well, it could be today, it could be tomorrow, it could be a year from now, but it's going to be answered. Yeah. And finally, he said you have to internalize. We cannot just use this for a week and two and just go. No, you have to internalize it and make this the new way of life. Yeah, this new pattern of behavior is going to be the new way of life. You forget about what you used to do. You leave it in the past. Yeah, it's not going to work right now because, as you see, it hasn't worked for all these years that you've been married. So there's a new approach. Yeah, it's a new quote-unquote diet, and we're going to stick to this diet. We're going to stick to this diet as much as we can. Yeah? Okay? So he says, for example, one of the fundamental rules of peace in the home is to never make any negative comments to one's wife. Again, he points that out. Fulfilling this requires extensive prayer. Man has a natural tendency to comment to everyone in his environment about whatever mistakes he sees they make, and to point out whatever flaws he thinks they have. Husbands often think that they have an obligation to point out to their wives flaws and mistakes to help them grow. Such comments don't correct anything. All they do is destroy a wife's self-confidence and bring her to the conclusion that her husband does not love her. This causes a wife terrible suffering because her deepest need is to feel that she is perfect in her husband's eyes. Basically, he just covered the whole book in these two sentences, and he brings this very often because he wants us to underline this and engrave this into our minds, that comments, negative comments, constructive comments don't have any place with the wife. So they ask, well, how is she going to know what to do? How is she going to be able to correct herself? How is she going to become normal again? It all depends on you. When you start improving your ways and talk lovingly to her and show her deep in care and no comments at all, she will automatically change.
Can you comment or to compliment?
No, you can compliment her. Yeah, you need to compliment. Compliment, positive comments is good. Your food is delicious. If there's no salt, keep your mouth shut. Food is great. What we usually do is say, "Oh, sweetie, you know the food, amazing, so beautiful, but this but she hates." You could have did 5 minutes of but that one, but a little bit less salt. Oh, that's it.
What if you just took the salt and put it?
That's okay.
It should be like, what's
Oh no, it's I'm probably my tongue is probably a little bit whatever, and you know. But your food is unbelievable. No change needed at all. No, if she asks, sweetie, do you need a little bit more salt? Do you need less salt? This and that. You can say, I possibly could use a little bit more salt, but because she's asking you, yeah. But if she doesn't ask you, don't volunteer any negative comments, because unfortunately, see, this is the man. Do you do negative comments? No, chas v'shalom. I never comment negatively. And when you hear the arguments that they're having, it's all negative comments, but they're not realizing. But that's a negative comment. She got a ticket already, yeah? Sweetie, why did you get a ticket? I told you don't park there anymore. I told you look at the signs. How many times do I have to tell you? This is the 50th ticket you got. This is a negative comment. So he's going to say, but I'm not supposed to tell her that? Okay, you could, but this is a negative comment. And therefore it's going to be flaw in her. Yeah, my wife loves to park over here right in front of the very busy driveway, yeah? I don't even know if it's a legal parking spot. You know, it's a very little strip between the house and between the Cohen loves parking there. Yeah. So yeah. So I tell her, sweetie, don't park there. Why? Trucks going on and now they're gonna tip the car. You know. So when I read this, Anna, yesterday I'm driving. I see the car there. I say, just protect the car. That's it. Why? Because back in the days I would get, sweetie. Yeah, I told you don't park there. Because and again, it's constructive. Why? Because the trucks come in and out all the time over there. It's a matter of time that they're going to tip you. You understand? A matter of time they're going to tip you. Why do that? It's a new car. Put it over there. Yeah, understand? But he says, you know what, Anna, you want to talk? Talk to Hashem. Drive like the Hashem, please. Make sure that my car is good over there. No truck hits it. This, that. Yeah, talk to him.
Before I have this lesson,
Yesterday in my class, they were asking me, does the ladies have to change also?
Yeah.
The midot?
Yeah.
I said no.
You killed him.
I said she is the trainer. What you have to change?
You know, that's a powerful statement. Powerful statement. You know why? Imagine I'm your trainer. You're not doing what I do. You're not doing what I say. And what am I going to do? Come on, let's do it. Do it like this. Why you do it like that? Right? Imagine you're doing everything. You know, I'm talking to you. Maladze, it's very good. Very good. My whole attitude towards you has changed. Same thing with a woman. She is looking at you. You nasty, she's nasty. You angry, she's angry. Now imagine you talking nice to her. All of a sudden, pritz, maybe I have a different person over here. And say, how is that? Because that's how it is. It's a reflection of how you are with her. So if you're seeing that she's very bad with you, guess what? It means you're doubly bad with her, even though you don't see it. So somebody has to point it out to you. You know that there's something that you're doing is wrong. Therefore, the husband must pray the following. He says, because a man is so critical of his wife or of any person, he says a man is critical of just in general. He likes to be what? The one who makes everything good, yeah? He says you have to pray. Ribono Shalom, master of the world. Thank you for removing me from my home. Well, this is talking about a guy who's removed from home. But again, you be sleeping in a different room. You don't have a good conversation with your wife. You're not having a relationship with with your wife. This is all same thing. He says, and forgive me the opportunity to correct my mistakes. Please, dear God, help me to stand up to the test of my home. Yeah, because at the end of the day, every detail is a test. Some people, it's easy. For some people, it's hard. You've taught me that it's forbidden to make any comments to my wife. But I find it so hard to fulfill this. Every time I see my wife making a mistake or doing anything that I don't like, my heart fills with arrogance and I want to tell her what I feel she's doing wrong. This makes me feel superior, that I'm better than her. I behave cruelly and make unfair comments to her. Sometimes I do this without even realizing. Until now, I've always justified myself, and it's correct to make these comments to her. You hear? What do we do? Hear what he says over here? He says that by giving her these negative comments, I'm actually feeling good to myself. Why? I'm good. She was with the flaw. Unfortunately, we don't realize that we're doing that. And we have to be true to ourselves and understand that, listen, that's exactly what I'm doing. Many people, no, I'm that, no, I don't, no. I want her to be able to be, to be able to be perfect. It says, please Hashem, have mercy on me and on my wife and on my children, and grant me wisdom and understanding to know that comments only destroy and don't fix anything. Help me to realize that every moment that I make that I make to my wife, comment that I make to my wife is an insult that deeply hurts her, and that what I'm doing is destroying her self-confidence and positive self-image. My comments bring her to tears, and we fight and argue. This destroys the peace in our home, which hurts the children too. Mama, it's 100%. This. He says, pray to Hashem that please don't let me do this. I can't. My mouth is, it just comes out. Yeah. He says, Master of the world, have mercy on me and give me the spiritual and mental strength to make any comments to my wife. Not to make any comments to my wife about anything, ever, in any place, or under any circumstances. See, many of our comments are justified. We're not saying not. We're not saying you. No. So we're not saying you're devone, you're stupid, and you're just. Oh, very good. Yes. We constantly pray, right? Hashem, please change her. Please change her. Please change her. Change your prayers. Hashem, please change me. Please give me the ability not to comment. Please give me ability to control myself when she's pushing me to the edge and she told me to do one thing and then she told me to do another thing and I'm like, I don't understand. You just told me to do A, now you want me to do B. How do you want me to function as a normal human being? Right? He says, that's what it is. You're a mujik, you're a man, and you have to control yourself. So therefore, you have to pray for Hashem to be able to give you this help. He says, help me understand and remember that my wife is my mirror, and that any shortcomings that I see in her are really mine. Help me realize that even the things that she really does need to change won't be changed through any comments and rebukes, but only by me giving her more honor and love. Help me identify the root of the problem in myself and pray to you to help me fix it. Help me believe that the more love I give to my wife and the more honor that I give to her, the more she'll change for the good. But only when I refrain from making comments. This comments, he constantly puts, because this is the main thing that destroys every family. If we understand this, there's many people getting divorced. If all the leaders understand this fact and at least tackle this, as soon as problems come, say, you know what, I have a plan for you. Let's plan number 1, 0 comments, no comments at all for 3-4 weeks. They're going to see tremendous change. But unfortunately, many people are not, or many leaders are not realizing this is a very fundamental thing. They think, no. They think like the people, how is she going to change? How is she going to not to park over there? That's none of your business. You get a ticket? Okay, you get a ticket. What's the big deal? So I pay $60. $60 is much cheaper than having weeks and weeks and months of frustration and anger, which is going to carry on and carry on. You hear?
This is the smallest thing. There are the bigger things.
Very good. You know what he said? Very good. You know what he's saying?
It's not your personal.
There's a big flaw in you, and that's why she's doing that. At the end of the day, Hashem is up there. She's a, what do you call those string? She's a puppet. Here, Hashem is doing it. Ting, 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 ting. Ting, 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 ting. Right? And you are thinking, what's going on? Everything is coming from. So the minute she acts weird, you know what you do? Like this. Hashem, don't talk to her. Yeah, once you say, Hashem, I got it. But let me understand. Because we sometimes don't understand what's wrong with us. We don't. Be'emet, we don't. Because we have to be true to ourselves. We know that. Very hard. You know why? How could I incriminate
Not
myself?
be true to ourselves.
Very hard,
You know,
very
we
hard.
have a self-defense mechanism.
Exactly, exactly.
I understand it afterwards.
Oh.
After I said, yeah.
Oh.
I was stupid. Doesn't pay to fight. You're gonna lose it
Exactly. Before you came in.
You fighting
Uh-huh.
You're right.
with
I
yourself
didn't fight it
because
with
she's a
Satan.
part of you. She's
That's
your
right.
second half. Why are you fighting with yourself?
Well, not with myself. I didn't create this situation. I was put into this situation.
But this is your second half. This is you also. So fighting
But
with
the
her is
parents
fighting
is
with
not
yourself.
me, and it has nothing to do with me. Her family has nothing to do with me. I don't give him my headaches with my family. Why should give, for example, her?
Again, it looks like the family is being mocked. There's something more deeper over here. In Hashem's ways of doing things, there's something deeper over here. You have to sit down and you have to realize what it is. See, many of our problems, they're actually a circle, yeah? They are stemming from something we've done or we've been in, and this way Hashem is putting us in here. We have to really deeply, before you came in, the rabbi said that he had a class, and in the class he said, oh, well, is the woman supposed to change? The rabbi said, nope, not at all. So, but you know why? So I gave a good example. Imagine I'm his coach. When he's not doing what I'm saying, you know what I'm telling him? Davai, come on, let's do it like this. You're not doing it. That's the wife. The minute he starts doing good, you know what I'm doing? Maladzet, you're doing good. Wow, you know. Now I'm still his coach.
But coach is never happy.
No. Oh, very good. But you know what? When you're on the bad side of the coach, he is nasty with you. He's doing it for the good, but he's nasty with you. But when you're on the good side of the coach, he doesn't want to lose the sportsman. So therefore, he's now much easier on you. He still gives you the push to go farther, but he's easy on you. It's going to come to the point where you and the coach are buddy, because now he says, yo, this guy now, he's now completely.
Why are we getting married? No one said you're getting a coach.
Oh no. See, if you learn Torah, then you're gonna know marriage is a big coach system.
Now I know.
We thought we came here to coach our wives.
So many years.
You hear?
Yeah, thank you.
No. Yeah.
Big revelation.
We thought what? We thought we're gonna coach our wives so that they be what luck. Yeah, and all of us got it wrong. All of us got it wrong. Because it's not that the wives gotta be botak. We gotta be botak. You understand?
Humbling is crazy.
It's a very good humbling experience. You know why? In Hashem's circle after 120, nobody comes in with the gava. You have gava, you stay behind the door over there. No gava, please walk inside. You understand? Because one thing he hates is gava. Because why you have gava in front of the one who created the whole world? He created you. You have gava. Imagine you're 1-year-old, 2-year-old, 5-year-old coming in. Papa, кто ты такой, пинцик? Отсюда, That's exactly what we're doing. Here he is, Hashem, the creator of all. We're quote unquote 5 years old. Вот так. Кто ты такой, брат? Я сейчас тебе покажу. And that's where he gives it to us. You understand? And he gives it to us, as he said in the beginning of the book, from the closest person to us who we cannot go away from. Anna, somebody's running away from the fact that he got a little bit gava problem. So he's running away. He ran away. And he's avoiding me.
He's gonna suffer.
No, but I'm saying, but when you married, no avoidance. You're there. Yeah? He says finally, please help me to overcome my evil inclination to comment and criticize. Help me rid myself of this cruel trait of seeing my wife's shortcomings and mistakes and commenting to her about them. Help me see all the good she does and her genuine beauty. Help me to sincerely value her, to honor her, to support her, and to praise her. Let me prefer to throw myself into a fiery furnace rather than shame my wife. Anna, you hear? He says, in this manner, he should pray for all the fundamental points of peace in the home outlined in this book. The exiled husband, he puts exiled husband, should work on the above 4 stages for an extended period of time. Now, in our case, she was really exiled. She threw him out of the house. But we said exile could be you're in a different room. Exile could be you're not talking to her. Exile could be you constantly, there's problems. This exiled person he has to understand, listen, I have to make peace.
This is Mitzrayim.
You understand? Listen to me.
Mitzrayim.
When the captain, When the captain of the ship sees that there's a problem in a certain department, he's not just going to close his eyes and be like, whatever. No, he has to make it work. He has to make it work in order for the whole ship to be very, very nicely blended. He says the exile should work on the above 4 stages and for an extended period of time. And meanwhile, do whatever he can for his wife without expecting any acknowledgement or appreciation from her. He must be patient. When the time is right, Hashem will arrange his safe return. Meaning Hashem will arrange that everything will be fine. Many guys say, but what do you mean? Why I gotta, play into her emotional whatever? She doesn't give me any emotions. I also want to hear some words from her. Well, now that we go back to the beginning of the book, and he's saying, you're being a woman now. He says a man is not supposed to be an emotional person like that, like a woman. You hear? He says the crucial point of this test is to avoid forcing the issue and to believe that Hashem will decide when it's time for a husband to return home. Again, returning home means when he's going to actually have shalom bayit with her. Despite his efforts, even if from her side things are only getting worse, he must not be discouraged. He must still stay there and work this plan. He should just do his part with emunah and keep going, praying and being good with her. If he truly does all that, he can eventually his wife will herself ask him to return home and will have peace with him. Their life together won't be like it was previously. It will be completely new, as if they just got married. That's when he sticks to the plan, when he has a new way of life. I experienced it. Several other guys who I've spoken to or helped who have experienced.
Those people who
They forgive, but they don't forget.
No. No. So listen. You're right. Eventually they will forget when they're gonna see that you're on your course. I'm telling you. They know from our facial expressions that we are here or we there. From our facial expressions, forget about what we say to them. The way we look at them, like, oh my God, he's looking at me like 6 months ago. She sees it already. You understand? So therefore, we must, again, it's a whole, like he said, it's a work on our character. We have to improve our character, John Yakesh. We need a lot of work. We think it's a 2-month, 3-month thing. No, it's going to take time. And when it's going to...
Like you said, they don't forget.
They will. It's not that they're going to forget, but they will store it back in such a distant place in their mind that it's not going to bother them. But at the end of the day, it's not them. It's Hashem that's telling him, if you're going to eat, she's going to bring back the thing. It's Hashem, because Hashem knows you are fooling her. You want to put her in a pocket for a little bit and then you want to come back to yourself. That's not what Hashem wants. Rebbe, you want to say something?
Kvod Rav, may you comment please on the doctor's comment, because he says they don't forget it. They may forgive, but they don't forget it. So Kvodo, may please comment.
Yeah. The memory is very, very good.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Because it's emotion.
Mm-hmm.
So even if you make it up, you made up and everything is fine, is okay. After 25 years, if you have one, incident with her, automatically they have a file. They have a file like a computer in a memory. She's gonna press it.
The files come out.
Everything will come out. Everything come out. You never change.
Yeah.
Now it's
Never
start.
change.
25 years.
That's the way they
Never
talk.
change. Never change.
Because 25 years was one day. Nothing on one day.
You never change. You never
But-
change. Yeah.
But-
Never change.
But don't get upset. That's the way they talk. They talk, you never home. Yeah?
Never.
So
Where am I?
so where these kids came from?
You never. Yeah.
You never home. You always late.
You always and never.
Exaggerated.
Always, she is very, extreme.
Jumping.
Extreme.
Yeah.
She is extreme. Don't fall off your chair.
Of the balance.
That's the way they are, You sit there, take the beating and say, I understand that you're very upset. Yeah,
Take the beating.
yeah, maybe it's my fault, okay. When you come down, we will talk. When you come down. Now, it's impossible.
But Rabbi, Hashem doesn't want so many divorced couples. Why, there's no mechanism
Hashem
to
don't
prevent it?
want it,
This is besides this, huh?
but Hashem will not going to interfere because you have
Why?
a free choice.
Free choice. Free choice. Here, we're going to
Free
talk
choice.
about it.
You have where to go, and people will want to help you, but I don't know why people are resisting the help. They don't want to listen.
But people remain Jews if they go down to shul, they don't observe God forbid Shabbat, don't put tefillin, they still Jew. But this one, you don't do this, that's it, finished. You're not husband anymore. You divorce. It's a big tradition. People don't care about Judaism things sometimes. Like Jews,
Why?
I don't know why, but like somebody's parents, God forbid, goes away. Like 1 year they come, then that's it. Goodbye, Charlie. That's no one tells them anything. But Hashem doesn't tell him, at least now.
Because that's between him and God.
I know,
This is
but
between.
yeah, you're right. You're right.
Hashem gave us the Torah, everything is said. Adoni, now I'm not going to interfere because you have a free choice. So,
Free choices.
Yes.
Where is help? Where is Hashem's help? How Hashem helps the men?
Hashem help only
How?
to people who wants to help themselves.
I'm sure a lot of don't people. No one wants to get the word. Ask them word. They just force them to do it.
But they have, pretty much,
They have free choice.
the ego.
Happen
They
in
have
mind.
ego
Yeah.
to do what we
I
want.
understand. I understand.
What you gonna
That's
do
how
to
they
a
go.
sick person? They say, I'm sick. Why Hashem doing it? Hashem says, I created a doctor.
Right.
Why don't you go to the doctor? I don't like what he gonna tell me.
Right.
So, go die.
No, but there's no doctors for do. There's psychologists who don't know what they're
Yeah.
doing. I'm
Unfortunately, yeah.
That's
There's
what
not too many rabbis like you, and not too many groups like this. So it's a problem.
It is a problem.
People don't know. They don't have access to the doctor.
You'll be surprised how many people, okay, don't want to talk to him.
I understand.
They don't
I also didn't want to talk to you.
You know why?
My wife forced me 3 times with
Oh, believe.
But okay, whatever. The final time said we have a group. Maybe you think
Oh,
join
really?
me.
Wow. Thank God for the group, huh?
Yes. And there was no one, not that one.
Finished. You're right. Listen,
That's it.
that's why he's saying.
Thank God for our spouses that make us come.
Yeah, that's why he's saying over here it's very important to pray because somehow when a person prays, Hashem will lead him to the right direction. He will.
Yeah.
I have
So-
pretty cool stories about it. It works.
Huh?
I pray for everything.
Yeah,
I'm
absolutely.
saying it's not everybody.
Yesterday,
Yeah.
I get a telephone call.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yesterday,
You do it now, not like.
a lady that I know,
Yeah.
very young, redneck. I can't take it anymore. Blah, 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 blah. The husband is a lawyer, which I know him. I know it is his parents. Okay, I told her make sure that he's coming with you tonight to the shiur. She said, well, it's emergency. I said, no problem. In 3 hours, I'll be there. And then after the shiur, we will talk. But the shiur will be perfect for you. Perfect. We'll be there. I'm coming there. Everybody is there
Except them.
except them. It means what?
Not an emergency.
Not emergency. You see, but by the way, the people that
Maybe
What
for
do you
her
think?
it's emergency.
Huh?
For him, it's not emergency. Maybe for her, it's emergency. For him,
he doesn't see a daylight. She killing him.
So it's his emergency, not hers.
Yeah.
so he doesn't understand. He has emergency. He doesn't come. He doesn't appear.
היא בכלל don't call me בכלל. She's the one who call. Men, when men will call you, do they call on you?
They disappear.
I mean, mainly it's ladies. All the time I get a call. My husband like this, my husband like that. Okay, bring your husband. I don't know if he wants to come. So what do you want from me? I'm not going to come to pull me.
They want you called in.
Huh?
They want you.
I used to do it. It's a mistake. Now I know it's a mistake.
But if you don't call, they're not gonna call, but somebody needs to.
What's there?
No.
They have a problem.
What? Are you calling your patient?
Not anymore. A lot of doctors do, we never do.
Huh?
Some doctors do.
It's a mistake. You have to be responsible enough.
The patient need to call to find out what's going on with them, right?
Right.
You check.
He doesn't say he's a patient, his guy, his husband.
Now you make it.
No, he's saying
He need to know.
he's doing me a favor by talking to me. I have to chase after
I
him.
have to call to find out what's going on.
Yep.
But if you have 1,000 patients, 1,000 tests a day, who are you gonna call for?
Yeah. So to conclude this section, it says it's important to stress some of the points that we've learned so far, which are applicable to all situations. Here he says, all situations. So number one, deal with problems while they are still small and don't wait for a crisis. Yeah? When you see a problem arising, you must deal with it right away. Don't leave it tomorrow, next year, next month. If you see you're having issues in the marriage, every week, every other month, there's arguments, right? Something is going wrong. Something is not right. Yeah? Reach out to people who are able to help you. Number two, the only way to deal with problems is by implying the three levels of Emunah. Number one, understanding that everything's from Hashem. It's not her. Everything is from Hashem. Number two, that even this is good. Why? Because something is going to come out at the end good from here. And number three, ask Hashem, what is it that He wants from me? Not from her, from me. She's supposed to be asking, what is it that Hashem wants from me? You understand? But each one of us has to ask, what is it that Hashem wants from me? If I'm in the situation, that means there's something that pertains to me, that I'm doing something wrong in order to deserve where I am, whatever situation I am. Yeah, it says with Emunah, we see how even the greatest crisis is for our ultimate good. Meaning at the end of the day, we have to pray and ask Hashem, please help me understand what is it that I'm doing wrong. Because that's very important, as he said. Sometimes we don't know what we're doing wrong. Where am I faulting? Understand? So we need to connect with Hashem through prayer to be able to understand where we're wrong. B'ezrat Hashem, tomorrow we're going to talk about the divorce situation.